up, y'all? The Butcher Shop. You already know the fucking vibes.
Hopefully, straight out of fucking Tony Soprano's crib.
Hopefully, exactly, bro. We on that mafia shit. Welcome.
Get chopped up.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for
watching
us now. Not just listening, but also watching.
Hey, so
we got a special guest today.
Yeah, special guest, man. Dexter and Dex no rest. Special artist out of Kendall, Florida. You feel me? You're gonna give him a call and gonna do a little pod.
Hopefully he picks up. Let's go.
Right, let's get it.
Oh, cool.
You hear?
Oh,
Yo.
cool.
Yep, you can hear it?
Yo.
Hey, what's good?
What up? You on the Butcher Shop, man? You on the Butcher Shop podcast? What it do, bro?
Squad.
What's up, bro? Thank you for having me, man.
What's
who do
going
I
on?
have here? I got Cameron.
You got Cam. Talk to him.
Yo, it's Zach. What's up, bro?
What's good, Zach? Pleasure
got
to meet
John.
you, my G.
John over
What's
here.
up, John?
What's up, bro?
Do?
What's up, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
Welcome to our show.
Thank
man.
you, bro. I have to say, I'm a fan, man. I was checking out the first episode.
That's what's up. That's
Yeah,
what's
I fuck
up,
with
bro.
that, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Yo, y'all boys had me vibing on that intro. I can't even hold you.
Yeah, that intro. I told you
Yeah.
that shit be lit, bro. We got Zach spinning it. We got Zach on the fucking
Shout out to Troy Cameron though. He made the beat. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I gotta shout out my boy.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yo.
bro, shout out to the homie, bro. I threw a little freestyle on that shit and everything, right? I couldn't help myself.
Hey, bro, shit. I'll send you the steps.
Yo, hey, yo. Honestly, you could be our new intro, bro. You could be our new intro. But nah, bro.
I could cook something up, man. But my name is Index, by the way.
Index.
Yeah, Index, bro.
In the fucking building, bro.
Yeah,
So-
man. I got to listen. I got to
Yeah, we
listen
just
to some of
bumping
your
your
music
song, bro.
before we started.
Hey,
I gotta
bro,
say I
love
fuck
that.
with it, bro. I fuck with it a lot, man. I was honestly expecting like very like new wave, like Lil Yachty or like
Yeah,
I don't know that type of flow, but like
Yeah, we was listening to Currently, by the way. That was your song.
yeah,
Oh,
bro.
bro,
I love the lyrics,
appreciate
bro.
that.
I really appreciate that lyricism.
Hey, bro. That means the world to me, man. I really just take my time and, I only display what's me.
Right.
Mhm.
And, like,
Facts.
and bro, I honestly love the new flow too, bro. I'm always, I just don't like to throw myself in a genre, like being a writer, like just doing rap, like,
Right.
so it's energy that I feel and I just transfer through the music, bro. And,
Yeah.
I respect
that's
that.
how it works.
Yeah, it was
Thank you,
one.
bro.
It was one thing you talked about. What was it? Eckhart. It was Eckhart. It was a book.
Eckhart
Yeah.
Tolle,
Yeah,
bro.
we got one right here
You
called
Bro, you dead ass. Yeah, you said that bar, man, and I set up my books on our desk here, and the top book is A New
no
Earth,
way.
and you said that, and I was like, yo, I have this book right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I've been meaning to pick up New Earth, bro. I hear it's crazy. I hear
Yes, dude.
Eckhart Tolle, man, is just. I swear, after reading this book, The Power of Now, my life
Yeah.
was never the same. It's
Right.
like once you have certain information acquired, and
Yeah.
you see your life in a different way, and you learn to live in a different way. You have times where you vibrate low and you go and you go back to your old ways, but you always know in your mind that there's that higher way of living, and you can never abandon that, bro.
Yeah,
For real.
Right.
that's real. But we want to I want to start getting into this part a little bit, bro. Get to know you, So where you from, bro?
Yeah. Yo, so originally I'm from Manhattan, New York. I was my mom moved from DR and she was living in New York and she met my pops. She was studying over there and she had me. I was only over there for 2 years, but hey, I still get to flex. I'm from New York, bro.
Hey, you do that Millie Rock, huh?
Yeah,
Hey, you gotta use that button,
My
bro.
boy Bobby out.
Ding.
My boy
Hey,
Bobby out.
yeah, they let Bobby out. Bro.
Yeah, Bobby. They let Bobby out.
Yo.
Bro, I'm so happy to hear, bro. I'm so happy to hear. But now, yeah, I only lived there for 2 years actually. So I'm raised in Miami, bro. And it was just my mom out here with my brother. Grew up in a single mother household, so I was just always appreciative. I saw all the extra effort that went in that she just did. Just to make up for what was missing.
Yeah.
And in reality, nothing was ever missing because I got more than I could have ever gotten in any other situation.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Nothing better
And,
than mother love, man.
Yeah, bro. And just like I'm just always very inspired by my mom, bro. She's such a hard worker. So, when I got into like middle school, at the end of 8th grade, my boy Jose and my boy Brandon, we formed this rap group, bro. It was called FAT. It was called FAT. It was called Fat.
Yeah.
And it stood for
Yeah, it's
Future
called
Artists
Fat.
Together. bro, it's called Fat, dog, and it stood for Future Artists Together.
Yeah.
And we just started like joshing around, bro, just freestyling, just like always throwing on beats. Like we would play basketball, and then like we would just rap at the end of the day. And then 9th grade, started smoking on that, weed. And the freestyle just got a lot more diverse at that point, bro.
Yeah.
And, like just always in the whip. My older brother, he put me onto a lot of the music that really inspired me. Like he put me onto Nas when I was like in 6th grade, and he put me onto J. Cole. I remember. I don't know if you guys know what That Piss is.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we all started.
Like,
My mixtapes, that,
free
Uh-huh.
mixtapes, free mixtapes. So that shit was truly a blessing, bro. Cause J. Cole is probably and Kendrick are my biggest inspirations. Cause they're like my Biggie. They're like my Tupac. They're the ones that I actually grew up witnessing their rise and their growth from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, I grew up listening to Nas. I grew up listening to Jay-Z. A Tribe Called Quest, Gangstar, bro, J. Cole, Kendrick, Big Crit. Like, I had my feet equally dipped in both generations. And to this day, man, I'm always inspired just by, I draw inspiration from any corner that I can, honestly. I listen to a lot of deep house. My mom put me onto hella Spanish music. And recently I've been incorporating some Spanish lyrics in my songs.
Yeah.
And it's been coming out gas. But yeah, like I was just always freestyling with my boys, and what turned to a hobby, I actually started getting good.
Okay.
And from there, I was like, like from 9th grade to like 10th grade, I actually started writing poetry, and I was just really inspired, bro. I love the power that I had with my words. The pictures that I can paint, the stories that I could tell, and I just combine my freestyling with my poetry. And by 11th grade, I had wrote my first real song, and I performed it at Coral Reef, bro. We have this show called Flowetry, and it's like we're poets and like people that make music, just any kind of spoken word, really. They're able to have like a talent show, and I had wrote my first song, and my older brother is my biggest inspiration. He's just always been. We're only 3 years apart, so we've been very close, And he had went to prison, so it was a big like catalyzing moment in my life where like my biggest inspiration was gone, and it was truly a blessing for him. I know he tells me, and for me too, because it put me in a position where I really had to develop my character and find out who Dex was, and at that was just such a like morphing moment in my life, and my music just combined with it, and I wrote my first song, bro. The rest was history.
Yeah,
that's powerful, though.
Yeah, I know you were talking about your group Fat. I'm sure y'all not together no more.
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
But I know, but yeah, I'm just playing with you. But
I like that though. Fat, you said future artists.
Yeah, future artists together, bro.
Future artists together.
Yeah,
I fuck with that, bro.
Early manifestation.
Yes,
bro.
literally. That's what that is, man.
What I was gonna get into was I know you're doing some projects with ULC. Was it the Urban Code or UCL, right? Urban Code Legend.
Urban Legends Code.
Oh, Legend Code,
ULC. Yeah.
How's
bro,
that going? I know y'all doing a lot of collabs.
It's a blessing. So the founder of the group, the OG, the GOAT, bro. I give all my respect to this guy, Jirok. I met him in school at Coral Reef, bro. I was walking in the parking lot with my ex-girl, and she was like, "Yo, he makes music. Go talk to him. He produces." And hey, come on, dog. So she was like, "Yo, go talk to him. He makes music." And I was like, "Yo, what's up, bro? Like, I rap." He's like, "Yo, I've seen your videos on Instagram. What are you doing today?" He invited me to the studio that same day.
Yeah.
And I recorded my first track, and he was like, "Yo, like this is our group, like we're just like all interested in making music. You know, some of us are interested in other things like photography and clothing. And bro, I just really enjoyed the atmosphere. You know, there was just a lot of creativity in the air. And at the beginning, there was a lot of group members, bro. There was, I don't even know, like 12, 15. But you know, as time passes by and our minds narrow down, you know, some people get closer to their goals and some people go other directions.
Yeah.
So, you know, last year was just like a big year for us because a lot of people either like stepped away or a lot of people stepped forward. And, you know, less is more. So, you know, we narrowed down and we concentrated, and, you know, like we just been doing a lot of photo shoots. We put out our album last year, Forest Fire.
Yeah, I seen that, and I listened to a few of your songs. Bigfoot was good. I heard you on that feature, and Bug Spray.
Yeah, I was about to say that Bug Spray shit.
Yeah, I like that music video. Y'all got a clean little theme going on, like the little summer camp.
Thank you.
Yeah, that shit was
vibe.
Yeah, man, for sure. Let me
Thank
ask
you, bro. Yeah,
Let me ask you.
what's up?
Let me ask you this. How would you say, how important is it to you, to have people to work with, you know, other artists, creatives, to bounce your ideas off of, you know, to come together and build something bigger than necessarily one person or another person, but you know what I mean? Like what does that speak on that? Yeah, like speak on that collective and what that means to you.
It's huge. It's huge, and it's everything. You know, you ask any successful person, you ask them how they got to where they got. None of them can say that they did it alone. You know, that's just like, you know, like whether you actually do it by yourself, along the path you go meeting people that show you different things and, you know, connect you to other people. And in the creative world, it's just, for me, it's everything, bro. When I'm in the studio and all our minds are tapped in, and I'm working on a bar, and let's say, you know, I'm not certain, or, you know, I'm kind of stuck on something, you know, I throw it out, and, you know, it goes through different minds, and it goes through different perspectives, and it comes back to me, and I'm able to receive that feedback and see those different perspectives and expand on that creativity. It's just a constant stream of giving, you know, feedback and growth. And also there's just you know, us humans, we're competitive, you know. So when I'm in the studio and Rock cooks up a beat, and there's three of us in there, I'm trying to eat everyone, you know.
Yeah, everybody's trying to eat.
Yeah. I can relate to that, bro. I can relate to that.
I'm trying to get this beat.
No, well, I don't know if you know, but I also make music. I'm an artist myself, and yeah, bro, yeah. And I have this song, and I'm on there with like two of my homies, you know, that are talented. I respect them. You know, they're probably some of the closest people that I work with or have worked with. And I feel that, man. I had to show up on that beat, you know, like that. I have that competitive spirit. I totally understand that and totally relate to that.
And it's very prominent in this field, you know, like, but whether,
it's like,
whether you acknowledge it or like, it's like on a subliminal level, like in your mind, like, you know,
here's
like
the thing.
Spoken.
It's like, the thing is, there's this unspoken like respect and appreciation and understanding that like, yo, we're all here together because we're all going after the same thing. We you know, it's that collective is important versus like and we all understand that versus like some people get caught up and think they could do it all themselves and are be like, nah, like, you know, I can't work with anyone because like they don't have as much clout as me, or, you know, I don't want to like all that shit. And it's like, bro, gotta realize like it's about the community, you know, like art is about the community. It's about growing something and doing that organically.
Yeah, you have to grow it.
Like, real artists don't care about clout. Real artists care about, you know, the things that actually matter. What you actually can put on there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Who you are as a creative.
Bro.
Yeah, so you have any projects, any other projects coming up so far? Like, tell us about some of your projects.
I'm actually finishing up my first studio album, bro.
Oh,
and
yo, you sound excited, man.
Hey,
that's big.
Bro, let me tell you. So,
hey, you heard that? You heard that? Yo,
those little tags that you guys throw in, bro. Like I'm telling you, it's all in the detail in any craft, bro. Like I was really appreciating it, bro. Like it adds texture, bro. It adds character to the podcast, bro. It's like man. And, not a lot of people are doing that. Not a lot of people are doing that.
Yeah,
bro.
we're trying to bubble up just like you, bro. We're trying to get up there just like you.
And that's the thing, bro. And that's one of the most important things that I keep in my mind is like, and what I love. One of the things I love most about making music is just it's a very social career, and it's a very social community. And at the end of the day, bro, like just every person that I meet, every artist that I meet, like I want them to prosper and I want them to be their greatest version.
Yeah.
And I want them to make their greatest creation and just contribute to the world and put that energy out.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
like that's
and you know what that means, bro? That means that you ultimately believe that for yourself. That means that ultimately your intention is like well-being for yourself, like the best for yourself. If you want that for everyone else, you want that for yourself, like, and if you really want that for yourself, then you want that for everyone else. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Truly.
It's pure. But yeah,
truly.
Back to those projects though. My bad for cutting you off though.
Nah, no worries. That's the beauty of conversation, man. It just goes in any direction. But so the name of my album is called Out Decks.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much throughout this album, throughout the duration of this album, as I've been making it, this has just been a very strong turning point in my life. And I've just made a lot of decisions to support my dreams, and I've created a lot of new habits for myself and replaced a lot of bad old habits that have gotten me a lot closer to where I want to be. And, just upon discovery of myself and a lot of self-reflection, I just created this project, bro. And it's the sound of it is very atmospheric and it's very space themes. The cover, I recently got the cover art made, and the cover art, I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to say it either way. All right, so the concept of the cover art.
Yo, man, your fans, bro, your fans are listening, man. So if you want them to know, you feel me?
Yeah.
Let them know what's up. Give them a little sneak peek, man. Your people's listening, man.
That shit just got turned right now. So, all right. So the concept of the cover art is just picture space, and there's a constellation of stars that form. The silhouette of the stars form my face, and it's so gas. Like my eyes, one of my eyes is the moon, one of my eyes is the sun, and my nose is a satellite, and my smile is like a little meteorite, just like forming the curve of the smile.
I gotta see it.
And there's just a lot of stars, and my description is not doing the work justice. And
I could picture it though. I could definitely picture it.
Yeah, I'm trying to right now.
I can picture it, bro. No.
I just see your head in space right now. I just see you just smiling in that.
And do you have a date that you're thinking about releasing this?
So
yeah,
all I can say is that it's gonna be released in March.
March, hey man, Out Deck's coming soon in March, y'all. Be ready for it, man.
It's gonna be released in March.
Let's go, dude.
As February is coming to an end, so is my album. So March, like just from here on now and until March, like I'm just focusing
just grinding.
on grinding. I want to get one music video ready for the release of the album. So I have a music video for my people, and I want to get some merch. Not merch that I'm gonna sell, but merch that I could just give out to the people, bro. Like
that's a great way to promote your music and stuff.
Exclusive merch.
Exclusive, yo.
Yeah,
Butcher Shop, bro. We want some hoodies, man. We gotta get some.
Hey, yo. Best believe, bro. When that merch is out, I'm pushing it your way. You know.
Yo.
But and I don't know if I'm gonna do like a hat or like a keychain. Like I could do multiple things and just give out like care packages to my people, bro.
Yeah.
And
we'll definitely promote it on here.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, thank you.
Yo,
bro.
but it's gonna
Thank you. I
cost you,
appreciate
dog.
the support.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
I'm just playing, bro.
hey,
I'm just playing.
Hey,
Ain't no free promo. Yo, White Claw still owes some money,
turn
man.
This motherfucker off. This shit not working.
It's stuck. Is that turning off?
Yo.
Hey, White Claw still owes us some.
We might as well get
turn it off.
Goddamn.
Yeah, just lower it. Let it right out. Yeah, bro. Cause White Claw still owes us some money. We coming. Hey, White Claw, we still coming for y'all. Y'all owe us something.
Hey, yo, White Claw, where that bread? Where that bread?
But nah, bro, we got you, man. Yo, any what's your last goals for this year, man? Let me hear some goals to the end of your year. What you want to do after this album?
So after this album, I have another project that I'm gonna be pushing out.
Okay.
Pause. I mean, hey, you gotta throw it in. You just never know. You just never know.
All right, we getting lit now.
Y'all boys are killing me, bro. Y'all boys are killing. Yo, where my wine coolers at?
Grab you a claw, man.
But yeah, so I actually have another project that I'm actually working on it already.
Okay.
And one of my favorite animes is One Piece.
Okay.
It's my absolute favorite anime, and it has inspired me in ways that I can't even describe. And I really want to pay homage to One Piece. So right now I'm putting together a little EP, probably like 5-7 tracks, and I'm a motherfucking pirate in the present day. That's how I live my life, roaming through the seas, doing whatever I need to reach my goals, to get to my treasures.
Yeah.
And
yes, sir.
you know, I'm just trying to make a real turn little EP, bro, and just have it. Like, one thing that I enjoy doing is making my music cinematic.
Yeah.
I want my music to paint a picture. I want you to close your eyes and you can see a music video in your head. And that's what I'm really reaching out with this other album. I'm gonna add a lot of other elements, like incorporating like real sounds from the world, and you know, just like when you press play, you think I'm in the sea, you think I'm in the boat. You know, you hear the water moving, you hear just the creaks of the wood.
Yeah, just like any artist would, man. Just like any artist would. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, so I'm painting that picture right now, and that's my next project. And then I have 2 more collabs. So I'm doing a collab with Jirok, the leader of UOC. Our styles have always just been. We have
y'all do have a similar style. Y'all both really have a real similar style.
And in the studio, the way that we create is just as efficient as possible. You know, we're able to communicate without even speaking sometimes.
Yeah.
And you know, so I spoke to him. I was like, yo, I want us to do an album this year. Let's get it out. So that's a goal that we're working on. And I have another duo album as well with Fritz. So Fritz is another UOC member, and you know, our sounds just go very well together. We have a lot of tones in our voice that complement each other, and a lot of flows that just mix really well. And you know, I just want to bring those elements together. And last year, you know, we gave a full UOC project, but you know, I just wanted to do some collabs just with my dogs and push out some different sounds.
Yeah,
of course. You know, when you narrow things down, it's more concentrated. So I just, you know, we just testing those waters out too. And the goal is just to get as much music out as possible. So I'm putting out my album, I'm putting out EP, and then I'm doing 2 more EPs. So that's 4 projects in total for the fans. Working. And you know what, bro? Yeah. They deserve it. They deserve it because a lot of the time with my music process, you know, I worked on a lot of music, but I guess it's because I was never in a comfortable place with myself. I would just make music and not put it out. And, you know, I only have 2 songs out right now. So, you know, I'm just trying to push it all out. I'm trying to put in that work. I finally reached a point where I'm proud of myself. I wake up every day and I live every moment of my life, and I'm grateful for my existence, and I'm grateful for who I am.
Now, it's and funny that has just brought me. It's funny you say that, bro, because just creation-wise, you know what I mean? We've been making this podcast for probably like a nice 7 months, right?
Deadass.
And we got like literally 1 episode out, you know what I mean? And getting to that point where you feel like you can actually drop now, you know what I mean? That's a huge moment to get to, you know what I mean? So I feel you 100% on that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that grind, bro. They see the outcome, but they don't know like the stuff that has to go behind it. You feel me? Testing new things out, all that stuff, bro. You know?
And you're putting yourself out there, so you know, like if you're not there, if you're not in that place yourself, you can't fake it. You honestly can't. People are gonna be able to tell, bro.
Of course.
And even if they are able to tell, like you're gonna put an image of yourself out there that's not you, and you might feel pressure to maintain that. And, you know, it's just a restraint, bro. It's just a restraint. So that's one thing, you know, this is what I love most in this world. So I wanted to make sure that when I was ready to put it out there, I'm going to put it out there for real. And once it's out there, I'm not looking back, and I'm just taking off.
Yeah, once you put it in the universe, bro, it's out there, man. You want it to be the real you.
Hey, bro, talk to me a little bit about manifestation. How do you like to go about manifesting things into your life?
Let me tell you, bro. So, yo, that is our superpower. That is our true superpower, our number one quirk. And I discovered manifestation 2 years ago. So 2019 was an extremely tough year for me. I was dealing with a lot of anxiety. I was dealing with a lot of hate. You know, I had a lot of depression, and I was lost. I was completely lost. And I realized that all these issues that I was facing were because of mental patterns. You know, my mind kept repeating things over and over again. You're not good enough. You know, like, just, I'm not even going to say the things that I would tell myself, because I wouldn't even say it to my worst enemy. And, you know, the mind is capable of that. And I realized that, you know, I was feeling this way, and I was going through this because my mind was constantly repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating and repeating, and it was torturing myself. And I realized, yo, you know, through a lot of I had reached a threshold where, like, I was just so low that I found myself on YouTube, and I found myself, like, reading a lot of books and searching for self-help. Like, my heart was doing that unconsciously, because just mentally I had given up. And, you know, I'll never forget the day, bro. I had an epiphany, and everything just clicked, and I realized, yo, all this trouble, all this tension, all these gears grinding in my mind are because of this repetition and this constant beat down. And I realized the same thing that's bringing me down is the same thing that's going to help me rise. So I flipped the script, and I started doing a lot of affirmations, and I started just repeating and repeating. One of my favorite affirmations I would say to myself is, I radiate love and others reflect love onto me. And, bro, I probably would repeat that thousands of times a day. And I put messages in my mind, and I planted seeds that were going to help me rise. And I planted seeds of joy, and I planted seeds of consistency. And I realized that I can control my mind. My mind is not, I can't associate who I am with my mind, because if you think about it, every thought in your brain is a stream, and it's uncontrollable. Thoughts just come to your mind. So how can I associate who I am, who Dexter is, with these random thoughts in my mind?
Right.
You're fucking going off.
And like Eckhart, like Eckhart says, man, you're just the observer of your thoughts. You're not your thoughts.
Yeah.
You get trapped when you think that you're your thoughts. When you take a moment, when you take the present moment that you're in, to recognize the fact that who you are, when you say I, me, myself, the I that you are talking about is much more deep and grand than we are acknowledging most of the time. We say I, me, my, you know, like it's
100.
It's that awareness that is observing your thoughts, that is living this life as this human. And dude, the fact that you say manifestation is a superpower, it is, dude. It really is. It really works. It really exists. And things like affirmations, that's why you are where you are right now, bro. And you sound like you're flourishing. You know, like you're doing your thing, bro. You're on the rise. You know what I mean? And,
bro.
And we can all see that. You feel me? Like we all feel that. We see that. Yeah, bro. So yeah, man. I guess, just want to say, keep doing your thing, bro. Keep grinding, keep getting better, rising, following, your path, your heart. Keep radiating love, man. And that love is going to be sent right back to you.
Facts.
Yeah.
Bro, I got chills. Yo, you
hey, man, I think I speak for all of us when I
man.
say that, we couldn't have picked a better artist to be our first interview on here.
First
you know
one,
what
man.
I mean?
Wow,
Index,
bro.
man. Index, no rest, man.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
so grateful.
Such an introspective artist, you know what I mean? One who really cares about the craft, has a story, has something he's living for and dying for, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't have chosen
100.
any better, bro.
Hey, bro, all respect and love to you, bro.
I'm so grateful, bro. I'm extremely grateful to be in the butcher shop, bro. I already, bro, Cameron is one of my dogs for years. And I know the character that he is, and I know the soul that he has, and I know how much he shines. And I knew that when I heard you guys, and then, just getting ready for the interview, I knew that I was going to be in the presence of kings, in the presence of great people that, that want to rise and just want to do well and just want to, at the end of the day, make this world a better place by being yourself 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I heard most. And so, I'm so excited, bro. This is my first interview ever. And let me tell you, Index is extremely grateful. And I wouldn't have wanted anyone else to interview me and have this be my first interview because this is truly a blessing, bro. I have to say.
What's up, bro?
This is one for the history books, bro.
On both sides. 100%, bro. And, just one thing that really helped me steer towards my manifestation was reading the book The Alchemist.
Nah, for real. I remember reading that shit, bro.
Yeah. Bro, that book really changed some things for me, and it really helped me see my mind as a tool. And I realized any possibility, any scenario is real. All you have to do is shift your mind to that reality, shift your mind to that frequency, and everything in your life will magnetize towards making that your reality. Our mind is like a time machine, and it's able to transport us to any reality that we imagine.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Hey, anything else you want to say to your followers, your supporters, man? Any last words you want to say to them about your album?
I just want to say, bro, I'm grateful for each and every supporter that I have. Just by having one fan, I'm living my dream already. Everything that I want from music is already being accomplished.
It's funny because they don't understand that, though. You know what I mean? The fact that, even just having one of you, two of you, three of you, you know what I mean? That makes my day. You know what I mean? Seeing somebody listening to this shit,
bro, even for
somebody
us, man,
appreciated it. You know what I mean? So,
that's what's up, man.
Word.
Hey, bro. What's 2 songs you want to leave people with to listen to?
So I only got 2 out right now. Breathe One and Currently. It's on all platforms. It's on SoundCloud. It's on Spotify.
And you got a couple features, man.
And what can we find you? Like how can we find you? What are we searching, like Spotify? Index?
So since I'm just like a starting artist and I don't have as much of a fan base, there's other indexes.
We like that too, bro.
Yeah. So when you search up my music, like you have to type it specifically. So just type in Index, and then you'll type in the song. So Index, and then you could just put Currently, and it'll pop up as soon as you put CUR. And then if you want to find, once you find Currently, you could just go to my page and find my song.
For sure.
Index Currently. Got you.
Yeah, Index Currently or Index Breathe One.
Yeah.
And the moment you just put Index and Breathe, you're gonna see it. Both cover arts for the songs have like a blue tint to it, so you'll be able to identify it.
Sure.
But if not, you can also find me on my social media.
Yeah, I was about to say, lastly, where can we find us at, man? Tell us lastly where you can find us at.
Where
you find you at, my bad.
Plug yourself, man. All that shit, dog.
Hey, so you can go on Instagram, Index No Rest. It's the same on Twitter. I got my DistroKid link in there, and you'll be able to access all my music through whatever platform that you use. And you already know, March, any day. I ain't gonna say the exact date. You're gonna hear me announce it. But Outdex coming very, very soon. And I just want to thank my fans for being grateful, and for being patient, and for me being grateful. I haven't always been consistent with my music, but I just reach a point where that's everything for me now. So, thank you for being patient, and the wait is gonna be worth it. That's on
it's gonna be worth it, y'all. Y'all hear that, man? Hey,
hell yeah.
Hey, man, Index, bro. Index, man. All right, brother.
Index, no rest. Follow him on IG. I just fucking did. Let's fucking go, boys.
Bro.
All right, bro.
Let's go.
You always welcome at the butcher shop, my G.
Yes, sir. We gonna have you back.
Bro.
That's a fact.
All right, bro.
Bro, it would be an honor, bro. I thank you, everyone at the butcher shop, for real, man. Y'all boys are some real G's.
For sure. All right,
All right, brother.
Take
we'll
care,
catch you
bro.
later, man.
Peace. Now play that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Hey, man. Y'all got any art, bro? We taking any artists?
Hold up. Kim, you got that song ready? I want to play a little bit of his shit.
Oh, you trying to hear it?
So they know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Now that's rock solid.
Index, bro.
And he in this motherfucker. Let's rock.
Currently working, I'm manifesting a new version of me. Check on my feet. All of my brothers is hungry like nothing to eat. 20 to 20 division, they still couldn't see. Working like double of me. If only these hitters would know the time that I spend on my cadence and flow. Tailor my words to fill out my clothes. Feeling so fitted while filling these hoes. Not talking about women, I'm talking about mo. Talking about hoes that reside in the soul. Talk about actions that make you grow mo. Like meditation, maybe mantras, affirmation, make you stronger. Drinking agua, check your posture. Taking a trip to Atlanta. Check your mind, check your thoughts. Grab a book, give it time. I highly recommend The Power of Now. Written by Eckhart Tolle. Check it out. Truly an amazing book that has made some changes for me. In a week, I drop a new track. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for rap. I'm grateful for flows that ran through my veins. The same way that I ran through stores when I was just lost. Looking for mama but didn't have bars. Way before cell phone and electric cars. Way before Elon had started the mission to make out of space a place that we can visit. Way before humans, I found out the power to manifest and go against all the physics. Way before teachers, I taught us the bullshit that got in the way of our spiritual living. Searching for knowledge and wisdom, but power got twisted and set off a surge of division. I know for certain the present, I present myself with an honorable message. ABC, 1, 2, 3 was the first thing they taught me. Take a seat, raise your hand patiently before you speak. Never taught a youngin' how to love himself or how to be. Had to plant a seed and watch that money tree stack against the odds and buy some property. How the brain works on pattern subconsciously and how you can tune it to greater frequencies. ABC, 1, 2, 3 was the first thing they taught me. Take a seat, raise your hand patiently before you speak.
Yo. Y'all just gotta,
y'all just gotta
hear that motherfucker.
Put on.
Yeah, man.
Yo, go follow my boy. Go fuck with him. That's
Follow
a real
him, man.
artist.
Hey, any other artists that want to come on here, man, just DM us at the Butcher Shop shit. Butcher Shop Podcast.
Y'all know where to DM
You know what to
us.
do, man. You know where to find us at, bro. Y'all, hey.
We out here. We giving it
artist,
to the real.
Not just any rap artist, any artist. If you're doing art, anything, you do whatever, clothes, whatever you want to do.
If you real, we letting you on here, man.
Hop on, bro. DM us. You know what it is, man.
Yeah, man. If y'all fuck with us, make sure you hit a follow. Make sure you share with your friends. Like on Instagram, like it on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts.
Hey, man, if you like this episode, please go ahead and share this to your friend, bookmark it, like it on Apple Music, like it on Spotify, like it everywhere. Send it to your coworkers, send it to your side hoes, send it to your boss. Either way, we in here and we trying to boss up and take this shit to a new level. We bringing real artists anytime we can. We bringing real music. We bringing everything, bro. It's the motherfucking Butcher Shop, and we're here with you forever.
Wait.
Oh, my bad. You ready? Hold up. Y'all thought it. Give me 1 second. That's a nice 40 piece for you, too. Don't play with it.